Hello, everyone. This is Lily, and I'm Dr. Tormey. I'm coming to you from downtown Murfreesboro. Hopefully, my cat won't be too disruptive for this presentation, but I did want to provide you with a overview for week 10, which is beginning module 4. And while we are not stepping too far forward into the 18th century, we are staying roughly contemporary, at least in the first part of our week, within the 17th century, with John Locke and then slightly later David Hume. And so I'm going to provide just a brief introduction about the materials in the week ahead. You are all probably, if you're watching this, you might be done with your thematic essay, or you might still be working on it, but please do try to get it in sometime on Monday. And if there's a delay of a day or two, that's not going to kill you, but do try to get it in sooner rather than later for your own sake. So that's the one bit of business that I wanted to mention. You've got some excellent materials to introduce both John Locke and David Hume, and they are often contrasted because they stood for very different aspects of thought, understanding thinking, understanding human cognitive process, and understanding the role that certain mental functions play in our construction of the world. The one concept that is most commonly associated with Locke is the idea of experience, or empiricism rather, the idea that senses shape our experience and help us make sense of the world around us. There's some interesting dimensions to this, and you've got some video materials that talk about Locke, the political philosopher, which is the role he's best known for and most often, the context he's most often taught within. But Locke has his investment in empiricism gives us some interesting concepts that we can ultimately trace to the development of American democracy. Even though he lived before well before the American Revolution, some of his political philosophies or intellectual philosophies had political dimensions. And one of the videos that I've made available to you, it's a Prezi presentation, but there are videos embedded within it. So hopefully you'll be able to figure that out if you click on Locke versus Hume. The box in the top right-hand corner has presentations, but slides 6 and 13 have some video materials that will be valuable for understanding these two very important thinkers. One key idea that Locke gives us is the concept of the tabula rasa, that we come out into the world from the womb, complete blank slate. And that's what tabula rasa means, a blank table, a blank slate, and senses determine our understanding of the world. And from that, it's not difficult to get to the point where you can argue that if we all come into the world as equals, we are all created equal, and you can see where that takes us in terms of the formation of democratic ideas and values. So there's more to say about that, but Lockean empiricism is a pretty important concept, and we'll have more to say about that as we gather via Zoom on Wednesday. Hume, like I say, is often opposed to Locke. He is much more cynical about reason and its capacity to help us understand the world accurately. And he's much more invested in emotions. And the introductory video about David Hume will help explain this idea. But Hume is not that far away from someone like Lucretius or an atomist in understanding how emotion and our pursuit of happiness helps to shape our worldview. So those two individuals are important within the context of understanding how we create knowledge, how we determine what makes for a fact, but they're also important in terms of the political dimensions that each offers to us. And then finally, later in the week, we get to Carl Linnaeus, and he's another important figure for a couple of reasons. He gives us the system of classification that we still use today when we refer to humans as Homo sapiens, or when we refer to plants by a binary name, or to animals by a binary name. Most of us remember studying in high school biology the classification system: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. That's Linnaeus's contribution to the world of science. And there's some other dimensions to it, but we'll talk about the ways in which Linnaeus's system helps to provide a more accurate means of classifying the phenomenon of the natural world. That's later in the week on Friday. So that's our weekly overview. Again, good luck as you finish up your thematic essay. I do hope you enjoy both the course readings listed on the homepage and also the video materials that'll help explain all of the key figures this week in more detail. So that's it for this overview. Have a good week, and I will see you via Zoom on Wednesday. Bye-bye.